Oh, hey there. You guys ever suffer from ADD, ADHD? Well, I've been suffering. See, my friend Jonathan over at Electric Flamingo, check us out, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST on Wednesdays for Only Frets, sent me this pedal. It came through Electric Flamingo Studios to Sean Plays Guitar via No Shred Zone from Karol over there. And the idea is that we pass this around to various YouTubers and we all get a chance to experience the same pedal and do our own take on it. This is the Dude Alert by Rude Tech. And really cool idea. I'm super grateful to be involved in this little community project, if you will. But I've been really distracted because Jonathan, being the fact that he is such a solid bro, didn't just send me the Dude Alert. You should have seen the package. Well, you'll see what else he sent me, and you'll realize the size of the package that he sent was not a pedal-sized package. He also sent Sonic Cake Pocket Master. Threw me for a complete loop. This thing is a full scale, believe it or not, full scale amp modeler, IR, cab sim, effects loop, backing track machine. It has drum tracks that you can play along, click, tuner, everything, all in this little guy right here. And I've been really distracted by this the last couple of days, just trying to get IRs loaded onto it, cab sims loaded onto it. It uses NAM modeling technology, so really, really cool. Appreciate you, Jonathan. The other thing he sent me was this Donner pedal board. It's powered. It is sleek, modern design, and it is not big enough to hold my Line 6 Podgo and my Fender GTX 7 foot switcher. So I made an attempt to try and get everything on the pedal board. It did not really go very well. I think what I'm going to do with this is create a secondary pedal board using this. And then I'll have two options. I can either run everything through the Podgo into the GTX 100, or I can run everything, maybe even just direct into the computer from this and use this as like a backup or whatever. I can just have it because it's awesome. So big shout out to Jonathan for the gifts. Shout out to Karol and Jonathan for including me in this. And today, this is our subject. I've found my focus. So what we're going to do is backing track coming up next. And then I am just going to crank the freaking amp and play on this thing because I'm having such a hard time figuring out how I want this video to be. And then I just realized the name of the channel is Sean Plays Guitar. That's what I'm going to freaking do. I'm going to play guitar, okay? So stay tuned, backing track playthrough, and then we're just going to jam for like 10 minutes. And we're just going to have fun with this pedal. right, so that's kind of my clean tone. Grab a pick. And now we're going to stomp on the dude alert. So one thing about the dude alert I've noticed is very, what would you call it, like authentic. Like it's really noisy. It's not, gated or anything like that. So it's Now, something very fun about this pedal is that you can put a fuzz in front of it and it literally just frickin', well, here, I'll show you. It's crazy. So this is the Marsling Octafuzz in front of this thing. Let's, for that sweet little AC/DC tone here. Let's see what we can do. Dial back the gain. Now for this one, it's very important to be in tune. right, for context, we're gonna turn on the Nauticlon. Okay, so dude alert off, Nauticlon on. Switching. All right, so both of those gains are roughly similar. I'm gonna jack the gain all the way up on both of them. Okay, we're on the dude alert. Let me switch. I'll go to the Nauticlon. Dude alert. Just very, very different in structure. So. Okay, that was a lot of fun. All right, this pedal realistically is for anybody who loves to play high gain, but it does mid gain and classic rock really, really well. Can't say enough about it. Seriously, Jonathan and Karol, thank you guys very much for getting me involved. Whoever gets this next is going to have a ton of fun. And it's interesting because I feel like I don't know why I was having such a roadblock making the video. I think that I was aiming for being professional or making it clean. You know, I'm not Jonathan or Karol, I'm Sean. And so I think when I watch, you know, like Jonathan's video is so awesome. You know, he's got this thing set up in front of the camera the whole time, and it's just a really clean. I mean, Jonathan's a master of demo videos. So, you know, I think you get caught up in not the competitive spirit necessarily, but just like wanting to like live up to, you know, being worthy of being involved in a project like that. Karol's the same way. His videos are excellent. He's very thorough, and you know, so is Jonathan. They both go through all the different like things. They're turning the knobs, and they're, you know, going through. By the way, the entire time this was on the middle. There's a whoa. That way is thinner, in my opinion, and this way it thickens up. In my opinion, I actually prefer this. It being on the, if you're looking at it on the right, the WOAH. I like that a little better than the WHOA, but my preferred setting is off to the right, but it was in the middle the entire time. So I guess kind of my thought was I could just play with things. So you heard some comparison with the Nauticlon there. I'm sure there's a way to like dial this in to be a little, you know, if I had it over here on the WHOA setting, it would be a little thinner, and that might match up better with the Klon vibe. But yeah, man, very flexible pedal, very very fun. I mean, who doesn't want to slap a big old pink and yellow pedal on their pedal board and just rip? Seriously, like that. That's kind of what it came down to for me. Is I just realized I needed to just jam. That's what I really needed. This gave me exactly what I was looking for. Literally, I could feel the euphoria building up in my chest as I was just like going for it and playing as hard as I could. And you know, I was worried about copyright, and I was worried about this, and I got in my head, and I just needed to throw all that out the window and be like, hey, Sean plays guitar. Me, Sean, me play guitar. Me like playing guitar. So, you know, that's my demo is if you like this, buy it, put it on your board, crank it to 11, and freaking rock out, man. Like, that's what it's for. That's literally what it's for. So, yeah, great. Who's it for? Everybody. Anybody who wants to rock, which is pretty much all of us all the time. It's somewhere buried deep down, even if you're burying it, you know, you want to rock. Buy the Dude Alert. Rock out. It's good for your soul. All right. Coming up, Only Frets, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST. Me, Sean plays guitar. Jonathan, electric flamingo. We're going to be talking about all things guitar. I don't know what we're going to talk about. It's a wild card. We'll let you guide us in the chat. Show up, hang out, talk with us. Eventually, a video on the Sonic Cake Pocket Master. Maybe following similar vibes. I'll probably go through the settings and stuff. I've found using it on my phone is much easier than plugging it into the PC. It has an app. There's Bluetooth. You can pipe backing tracks into it. It's super awesome. So I'll probably do a video on that, and I will probably wrap it up into a pedal board build video. So probably go through, build this pedal board, get it all nice and clean. What are you doing? I've got some extra pedals I can put on there. There's also another video coming. I received some just very excellent customer service from JHS Pedals, and I want to talk about my experience. I'm going to do a video on my overdrive preamp pedal, which I've been putting off for a long time. So we're just going to go through, I'll probably be similar. I'll probably just plug the thing in and frickin' jam. But it broke, and it's being fixed. And so when I get that back, I want to do a video on my experience there and why JHS Pedals is not all just hype. But anyway, another pedal that is not all hype is this. So thank you, Rude Tech. Thank you, Karol at No Shred Zone. Thank you, Jonathan at Electric Flamingo. And you're welcome to whoever I end up sending this to. I have 2 people in mind, so I'm going to reach out to them today. and see if either one of them is interested in being a part of this sort of like community, we all played this pedal type of deal. Um, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, and until I see you again, plug that thing in and play it. Later. P.S. Jonathan sent me a note with this package, and I want to read it to you. Since you said you needed a big pedal board, and because you are reviewing the Dude Alert pedal, I figured you might could use this one. Maybe even put it on there or something. I don't know. Well, Jonathan, I wasn't able to do that, sir, but I do appreciate you. Thank you for sending it over. Next. Oh, and since you enjoyed the tone of the Pocket Master so much, which I really did, I figured you would need one. So here you go. Thank you. It's very sweet. I love it. Thanks for being a great friend. Same to you, buddy. And all around awesome dude. Also same to you, buddy. Enjoy it, my guy. I do enjoy it. Thank you very much. Peace.